vision has always been to restage this fantastic thing that York has to give to the world, the mystery play cycle, on an epic scale, a scale that it's never been done on before, as far as we are aware.
And hopefully re-establishing it as part of a 4-year cycle of producing these plays in the museum gardens for a very long time to come.
To take this after 24 years back into the museum gardens was absolutely the right thing to do. A lot of people feel that's where the mystery plays belong on this kind of scale. This is something special, I think, and people recognise that.
Yeah, these blocks are deceptively large. I mean, you can get a glimpse of it when you see a person standing there. It does actually mean by the time you get up to the top of there, you're well above the walls.
Well, it is huge. I'm quite used to working outdoors, but I think what is special about this is that this is a very precious site, and we're putting the stage on top of the precious bit, i.e. the nave of the old church and all that kind of stuff. Initially we just thought about it just being high enough just to make it so it travels over most of the obstacles, but then it became very clear that by having a raised stage we gained lots and lots of advantages, most significantly the fact that we create a raised floor up through which performers and anything can come, basically, to make the whole thing much more exciting. With such a huge site, it's very difficult to play scenes which are close and intimate. And there are lots of little, small, very precious conversations that take place in the play, and you've got to give them equal weight to the really big things. I think it's about as intimate as you can make it, given the fact that you need to accommodate about 250 people on the stage at other times.
We're going back to where people can sit under covered seating for the first time, but we've got this massive stage in a glorious setting where the sun will go down as our backdrop. We've got the Abbey wall and our set kind of flows through it. We've got audience on 3 sides, so we can have an epic performance but also an intense performance, and people will get a real sense of drama because they form this kind of audience around a thrust stage.
We've divided the seating into 3 blocks. We've got 1 block on either side, so the 2 there, and then another one here. So they all have a very equal experience. People have been asking me, which are the best seats, Quite frankly, I think you'll get a good view pretty well everywhere, and I think it should be a really good experience everywhere.
And the Abbey, of course, was originally a very colourful space. It would have all these stories which we are telling would have been on the walls and in the glass and the windows, and in a very appropriate way. I think we're returning the stories, and it's great to see it back in that space. I think it's very
really
powerful.